How y'all doing? So I told y'all I was gonna come back and do a seafood boil with y'all, and we gonna try the viral snow crab leg together. Let's see. Yep. Got that. So what I have here is snow crab legs. In case I don't like these, because this is gonna be the first time. We got eggs. We got potatoes. We got the little baby potatoes. And we have crawfish. We gonna always have crawfish. What I haven't had in a long time though is mussels. I usually do mussels along with this. So as we eat this seafood, I'm gonna tell you about some crazy nights that I had at the hotel when I worked overnight. So I got another story I want to tell y'all about what happened. So first, let's get into this viral surimi. I want to say that's what it's called. Snow imitation crab leg. When I opened up the pack, it smelled like the imitation crab. It turned me off. So we gonna see how it tastes. I did cook it in my butter sauce, and my butter sauce is right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, that's my butter sauce. So we're gonna try it. I got some onions in here. I see everybody trying it with an onion, so we gonna see. Whew. Please don't fail me, because I don't like imitation crab, so I hope this is better. And this butter sauce is hot, y'all, too. So, ooh, that onion hot, baby. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay. They ain't lying. They not lying, y'all. It really is good. Yeah. Okay. I can work with this. I can. Yeah. That tastes way better than the regular what you call it, imitation crab. Okay. Everybody have their own opinion about it, but I wasn't expecting that either. And I don't know if it be your butter sauce that makes it what it is, but baby, it ain't bad at all. I did 6. Just in case I didn't, just in case I end up liking it. I did 6 of them. So, I got 6 of them. Well, I got 5 of them. Come in, son. I'm recording too. Have a good time. Mm-hmm. Love you. Be safe. You didn't close my door back.
I love you too. I had 2 pictures on that.
Oh, okay. So, let's get into an egg. So, my nights working at the hotel overnight used to be crazy, y'all. All kind of people used to come up and through there. I used to run into a whole lot of different stuff going on at the hotel. But I had been watching, I watched this on YouTube. There's a channel called Messy something. And it's another channel that I found that a lot of the videos and stories that's on there are about narcissism. So I found out about the well, I wouldn't say it's all about narcissism, but most of the videos that I've seen, the people turned out to be narcissistic or whatever. And so I've been watching those videos and stuff, and I was watching one on today, and the lady was talking about how her husband had a girlfriend the whole entire time that they've been married. And they had been married for 10 or 15 years. And so he had a whole girlfriend the whole time that they was together. And he was messing with other women too or whatever. And when she got to the part about her going to the hotel because she had been looking at his text messages or whatever, she, you know what I'm saying, she kept having dreams that her husband was cheating on her, but they had a great relationship for the most part of it. And so she just kept having these dreams though that was, you know, of her husband's cheating. And so she didn't want to believe it or anything like that. And so she asked God to, if there's something I need to see or know, allow me to keep having these dreams. But if there's nothing to see or nothing to going on or anything to worry about, please stop me from having these dreams or whatever. Which was basically her woman intuition. So she kept having the dreams or whatever. And so she started digging into why she keep having these dreams. And so she found out that her husband had been cheating. And she went through his messages and stuff. So when she went to do her investigation, she had already confronted him about it. He admitted to it, but he lied about certain things. But he admitted to cheating on her and stuff. So she went, started doing her investigations for the information that she had or whatever. And so she went up to the hotel because she seen a receipt in his phone for him going to a hotel or whatever. And so she seen, she went up to the hotel and asked one of the workers there, you know, if she could tell her, yeah, if her husband had really been there or whatever. Because he told her that the hotel room, which was on his card, was for a friend. It wasn't for him. So he was, you know, lying through his teeth. But he told her that he said, yeah, I cheated on you or whatever, but the hotel room was somebody else's room. It wasn't mine. They just was using my card and my name or whatever. And so she went and did her investigation basically to see if his lies match up. And so she went to the hotel and was asking the clerk, could she pull up the reservation from her husband being at that hotel or whatever, since he said it was somebody else. She just wanted to make sure that everything checked out. So when she said that, that took me back to the times where I've had customers come up there, where people come up to the job and they see their partners or husbands or wives' cars out in the parking lot, and they come in begging and pleading with me to give them the room number so that they can go up there and, you know, confront their person or whatever. But against hotel policy, you're not allowed to do that. So even though I felt bad for the people or whatever, whether they see the car out there or not, I wasn't finna risk my job. Because of these people. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. I don't condone it. But at the end of the day, ain't nothing that I can do as the clerk. I've had a guy come up there looking for his wife. He telling me for sure he know his wife is in there because he got a tracker on her phone, and the tracker led him here. He see the car out in the parking lot, and he'll pay me $200 to give him the room information. He was trying to get me to call her room. He was trying to get me to go up there. He was trying to get me to give him a key to go in there. I'm like, sir, I can't. That's a violation of privacy of the guest. This man want to pull out marriage certificates and everything. Not really, but I'm just saying he going above and beyond to prove to me that his wife is there or whatever, and I should give him her room number and all this stuff so he can go and get his wife from out of there because he knows she's cheating or whatever. And I'm just like, sir, I can't do that. He was like, man, listen, I'll give you $200 to just tell me she in there. I'm like, sir, I can't do that. I can't do anything about this situation at all right now. I said, sir, you're going to have to do what you got to do. I was like, but I got to do what I got to do. I said, I can't jeopardize my job or whatever. He's like, nah, I understand. He kept saying that. But still was asking, finding different ways to try to get me to, you know, get him what he wants. And I'm just like, sir, So now, this man is about to have a mental breakdown, standing here talking to me. Now he's talking about offing himself because he loved this woman with all his might, and you know, he sound like he really, really loved his wife, but I don't know them like that. And then too, if he love her like he say he do, how am I to know that if I gave him what he wanted and he went up there and did something very bad to her because maybe she would have denied him of leaving with her? And then just look at the scenarios, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she was running away from him. Maybe he was abusive. I don't know why the lady could be there. When people come to the hotel, I don't ask people their business. I don't ask nobody why they here, with who they with, what they doing here, and they know they married, and none of that stuff. Even people I seen that I knew was married. I didn't know them personally, but I knew they had somebody at home and they shouldn't have been up here at this hotel doing the things that they doing. I still can't say nothing, because that would be my job. And when I get fired, you ain't finna take care of me, my bills, my child. You ain't finna look out for me. So, why I'm gonna put my job on the line? You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for people when they're in them situations and stuff, but as my job, I'm gonna do my job. 'Cause I gotta pay my bill. Now, depending on situation, It might be something I might risk it for, but I don't know what that is. Because I ain't never ran across that thing that'll make me risk it. So, I ain't gonna say. But, for no cheating spouse, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Because, even with me, stepping in and giving you information, that's not gonna stop that person from cheating on you. That person is going to do what they want to do when they want to do it and just find another way. Since you figured out they little spot, they'll find another spot to get away from you. So, I'm not going to get involved. But, this man was like, he was like, man, put yourself in my shoes. I said, sir, I've been in your shoes. I said, I'm currently in your shoes right now. I was like, so when I tell you I understand, trust me, I understand. Because at the time, the narc that I was with was out of town, not answering his phone. Supposedly staying in a hotel, but not answering my phone calls and stuff. And so, here I am. You know, we all done this at some point. So, I'm calling around because even though you ain't supposed to give out a customer's information, you just got to try anyway. You know what I'm saying? That night that I was calling for the narc that I was with, I was hoping that I'm working at a hotel. I know that they can't give me any information. But in my mind, I was like, well, that hotel in a different state, their rules ain't probably like ours on, so I'm going to try it. You know what I'm saying? So, I called up all the hotels that I know him to be at, and some that I don't. Asking for him, you know what I'm saying, just to see if somebody slip up and be like, yeah, hold on, let me see. And then give me the room number. That's what I was really hoping, you know what I'm saying? So, I know how that man felt. You know what I'm saying? He was hoping that I would slip up, I would feel bad, and I would, you know, give him what he wants. But I knew, even with calling them hotels, that there was a chance that I wasn't going to get no information at all. And I just knew I just had to try. Because there might be a chance where somebody might slip up. And give me what I'm looking for. And so, he was like, man. He was like, man, I done gave this lady 5 years of my life. When I said my vows, I mean every last one of them. It ain't nothing I wouldn't do for her. This, that, and the third. He was like, so there ain't no way around getting to her room and all this stuff. And I was like, sir, I can't answer those questions. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you say stuff and people go back and be like, oh, but she said that I could do this and I could do that. Now I'm caught up. Because I done showed you how to get around some stuff. And you weren't supposed to know that. So, I've been working at a hotel for 5 5 years, 4 years. Just as long as I was with the NARC. Yeah, 5 years I worked with the NARC. And I'm sorry, I worked at the hotel. And so I knew all the lies and all the tricks that people will tell you to try to get what they want out of you. I just wasn't the budger. You couldn't get me. So certain stuff I went strictly by the book with or whatever, and that was one of the things that I don't play with, because there has been an instance at that same hotel back before they started the privacy thing. Somebody, husband or wife, came up there looking for their spouse, and somebody gave out information, and that person went up there and off that person. I don't need that on my hands. And that's why I won't jeopardize my job either. For those two reasons. Anything can happen. You don't know what people are going through when they're in them situations. People mind be all over the place. He hurt. He see his wife's car out there. He knows she in this hotel. This man was like, listen, he had, when I say he had marriage license, he didn't have marriage license, but what he bought in was his insurance card with his name on it, and that he's the owner of the car, and he got the insurance on the car, whatever. All that stuff. He bought all that in there because he knew he had to have some kind of proof. But even with proof, I still can't do anything. So he was trying to show me his insurance card or whatever. That I almost went down the wrong path. He was trying to show me his insurance card and all that good stuff to show me that that's definitely his car out there. And he's sure that his wife is in here and stuff or whatever. So I'm still like, sir, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. So he goes out there, and she left the car door open, unlocked. So he goes out there and goes in the car. He trashed the car, and then he bought some stuff inside from the car. It was like, listen, I'm telling you, this my wife. This ain't just somebody I'm trying to roll up on. He was like, I know this sounds crazy or whatever. He was like, but this my wife for real, man. He was like, he out here with my car. We got kids at home and all kind of stuff. And I felt bad for the man. I really did. But I don't know what this man's headspace was. He out here willing to pay me to tell him what room his wife is in and all this stuff. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not, because anything happens, it's going to be on me. Because I gave the information. So he asked me again. He was like, listen, I give you $500. Please, give me her room number. He was like, or at least, if she's here, just call her room for me and let me talk to her like that. That way I don't know the room number. I'm like, sir, I understand where you're coming from. I do. I truly do. I said, but there's nothing I can do at this moment for you. If you want to get a room here, I can do that for you. I said, but I can't do any of the things that you're asking of me right now. I just can't. I said, I will lose my job. And $500 it's not going to take care of me for the rest of my life. That's going to take care of me for right now. And 500 still ain't enough for me to lose my job and got to turn around and find another one, which is going to take time. I said, sir, it just, no, I can't do it. He was like, well, I'm going to just go and park out here in the parking lot and I'm going to wait for her to go to the car. I said, sir, I can't tell you what to do. I said, I can only tell you what I can't do. I said, but whatever you choose to do, that's on you. You do whatever you need to do. But I can't be involved in whatever it is that you're trying to do. I can't tell you any information. And I can't do anything about this situation. I'm sorry you're going through this. But I can't risk my job for you guys like that. I just can't. He said, all right, I understand. And so he went on, and he sure did. He parked right on out there in the parking lot. He even honked his horn and flashed his lights at me on my way out when I got in the parking lot to get in my car. He honked his horn and flashed his lights at me to let me know that he was out there for real and he waiting. So I put because since I worked overnight, the manager was going to be coming in to relieve me. And so I told her about what happened or whatever. And I was telling her that he's out. He said he was going to go out there in the parking lot. I said, I'm not sure if he's out there or not. I said, but he told me he was going to sleep in the parking lot until she come out. And so just wanted to give you a heads up that there's an issue going on, and if anything happens, you already have a heads up on what the cause is. My manager was nonchalant about it. She was just like, girl, okay, these people in their drama. Well, when she came out that room, because I heard the story once I got back to work, he waited all the way. All the time. He waited that whole time until she came and got in that car. And when she got in that car, or got to the car, he popped out at her and drug that lady through the parking lot, going ham. And they ended up having to call the police on him that morning after he did what he did. And so I'm like, see, I could have sunk that man up there and he do something crazy to his wife. And then that's on my hands. I'm like, I said, I'm glad I follow the rules to a certain extent. Do I follow all rules? No, I don't. But when it comes to matters like that, I do. Because you just never know what's going on with people. Because he might have had beat her up already before she came to the hotel. And maybe she was getting away from him. You know what I'm saying? So whether the lady was cheating on him or not, I don't know. But the way he went ham when she came out her room and got in her car or whatever serves me right that I followed directions and I followed the rules, because you just never know what people may be going through and how people gonna react to you doing the things that you do. Just because one person then, you know, flip out on you when you cheated on them, don't mean everybody gonna be like that. Everybody have different reactions to different stuff. So I had him begging for me to tell him his wife's room. And so I don't know if he ended up staying in jail or what happened. I didn't keep up with the situation, but you know what I'm saying? Just saying that that girl gave out the information to that man's wife, and that ain't cool. I mean, yes, woman to woman, she understood where she was coming from, and at that moment she just thought that, well, you know what, he cheating, let me help her, because we just got to stop cheaters. We ain't gonna stop no cheater. If they want to do it, they're gonna do it. You just gotta let them go ahead and do it, but don't be there for it. Remove yourself and let them have and do just what it is they want to do, because you ain't gonna stop them. They just gonna find another way around cheating on you, since you figured out this secret. I'm gonna just learn how to cheat better. That's all they gonna do. So that woman could have did anything to her husband when she went back home, just for finding out that the room, in fact, was in his name, which I'm talking about the video I seen earlier. She found out when she went there and asked about the hotel room that sure enough the room was in his name. So she found out that was a lie. And so she started doing more investigation. And then in the end, basically she divorced her husband, but she made him, because the husband was cheating with his coworker, his boss's niece, and some other women. But he was like, when she got him to admit to everything, and she told him to go ahead and tell her the truth, because her spidey senses was still telling her that he ain't told you all the whole truth or whatever. So when he finally told her the whole truth, he told her, I'm gonna have to quit my job. She was like, why? He was like, because the person my girlfriend who's been with me since before we got married, is my boss's niece. He was like, so I'm gonna have to quit my job, because I also been sleeping with his sister. So it was just crazy. And so, but she did. She made him tell the whole entire job. She made him tell the boss. And he went through with everything she told him to do. And she still ended up leaving him. Still ended up divorcing him. So that was a good little video that I watched today or whatever. And so that made me think of the time where I had a customer come in trying to get, information about their wife who was cheating on them or whatever. He was down there big time, like trying to bribe me with all kind of money and stuff, So that's what I had to tell y'all. Well, that was the story time that I had for you guys while I eat this seafood boil, and I'm still not even halfway done. But I don't want this video to be super duper long, because it's almost at 40 minutes. So oh, I can tell y'all what I was going through the other day. Okay, so some of you may know, and most of you may not know, but there's a content creator on here named Life with Tashana. Life with Tashana is my sister. We come from the same mother, And I was having a hard time that day because we had just found out last Saturday that she had, she has cancer. And so dealing with that has been, at that time, I was overwhelmed. And my mind, my thoughts, everything was just like going crazy at the time. And the devil was playing with my mind, you know what I'm saying? And so I couldn't turn my mind off. I couldn't stop thinking about it. We caught it early, so it is removable. She's getting ready to start her chemo Friday. And so, I was just real overwhelmed with all the information and things. And, me and my sister talk every day. We talk every day. Sometimes she comes here and spend time with me, or I'll go there and spend time with her. But that's my sister. I can't even imagine, the thought of her having cancer was like mind-blowing to me. And so I was going through it, y'all. And I was down. But I know I needed to be lifted up. But I knew I didn't have it in me because I was fighting so hard that morning to try and post my positive messages and all that good stuff, inspirational messages here. And y'all know I go to work super early anyway, so for my mind to be gone that early in the morning, it was bad. But God knew just who to have call me, and he put you all in my life for this specific time in my life that I was going through it at that moment, y'all. I could not. I know I still have faith in God. I know I still trust him. I still know that he's a healer. I knew those things. But the devil was playing with my mind so bad, he was like, all kind of stuff just running through my mind. I just couldn't shut them off, you know what I'm saying? I'm like telling myself I'm battling. I'm like, no, she's going to be fine. It's removable, this, that, and the third. And then, we had got some slight information that was, when we got the wording of the situation, when I heard it, that's what threw me into the loop. It was a misunderstanding in the wording of the situation, which to me meant super duper bad. And so when in reality it was the total opposite. So I'm not upset that I had got a misunderstanding of the information. I'm just glad that it wasn't that, and that we can still move past this. We can still move through this, and everything is going to be fine. And so at that moment, I was so gone, y'all, that I didn't even want to know what it was. But I felt like I needed to figure out what it was that they were saying. And then again, I was like, no, because then the devil playing with me. Nah, it's worse. It's bad. It's just what you thinking it is. Yeah, it's that. And so I was sitting there fighting that. And I'm just like, no, the more I was having faith, the more the devil was trying to, tear me down. And like, nah, it's that bad. It's that bad. It's just what you thinking. Yeah, it's just that bad. And then I just was praying all day long. And then y'all was throwing prayers my way. Y'all was encouraging me to keep going, that, God is real. So like everything I had put out there, y'all gave it back to me, baby. And I'm telling y'all boosted me up so high that listen, I was going through it. I heard everything everybody said. I felt all the encouraging love, the virtual hugs, all that good stuff. But in the back of my mind, I still could not shut off my mind And so God was like, yeah, my poor baby, let me go ahead and help her, because she too far gone with this situation, and it ain't even that bad. It's bad enough, but it ain't as bad as my mind was trying to take me there. And so I got that confirmation later on that day. By the end of the day, God gave me just what I needed, and he gave me that confirmation that, hey, there was a misunderstanding in the things that I said earlier. Let me update and what's the word? Let me update you and clear up what I said. And I got so happy after that, because I'm just like, Lord, no, this just cannot be. This just cannot be. And I'm like, okay, if this is it, I can't do this. There's nothing I could do to help my sister. Like, that's how I felt. And not every time something happens in my sister's life can I do something for her, because we have to go through our journey. We have to go through our trials and get knocked down, get picked back up. But this woman so strong, y'all. I done seen her go through so much and still come out on top. And even though she's gotten this bad news, this woman still got a smile on her face. She had some sad days, but you know what? That's normal when you get news like that. But the fact that she can get up every day and try to find some kind of reason to smile, or some kind of reason to keep pushing forward. Because when I tell y'all she's strong, y'all. Sometimes I told her, I say, listen, you strong, honey. You is my strong woman, because I done seen you go through so many things. And I mean, she going through this with her head held high. I told her, I said, girl, you took this thing by the head and you running with it. Like, she is fully aware. And see, my sister don't have a issue at all with taking accountability. We can be our worst critics. She don't need nobody else to beat her up, because she can beat herself up just fine. Perfectly. But this woman done been through so much. Done came through so much. Name of her channel is Life with Tashana. She gardens. She talk about real life. She talk about what's going on in her life. And at that very moment, whatever is going on in her life, that's what you getting for that day. So one minute you could be in the garden. The next minute she could be out there fighting. Next minute she could be helping somebody. The next minute she be cussing somebody out. But that's her being who she really is. And she ain't being nobody else. But it's the sweetest person that I ever known. You know what I'm saying? Like, she will help anybody. She would give you the shirt off her back. She would go above and beyond for you. And, you know, a lot of the things that she has been through is because she's gone above and beyond for people. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand my sister sometimes. Sometimes we have a hard time understanding her realness. But she can't be fake. She don't know how to do that. And I'm telling you, dealing with my sister, I learned that I'm allergic to fake people. I'm allergic to lies. I'm allergic to all that stuff. Like, I was once like a lot of people who misunderstand her. When I talk to her, I don't always want to hear the truth about things. But because who she is, she never changed who she is for nobody. I ain't seen nobody who can make her change. If stand on your word is a person, it's my sister. I told her that yesterday. I said, girl, if stand on your business is a person, it's you. She ain't gonna budge. She ain't gonna change nothing. Even in this situation, she's standing on business. She like, everything I said, I ain't changing. Just because this situation that came into my life. Just like that. Like everything else I've been through, I'm going to get through it. And I believe it, y'all. But that's what I was going through that day. And I thank y'all. I thank her. she encouraged me too, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't, I'm taking this situation one day at a time, but it's hard for me, and I know it's even harder for her, but the way she carrying herself, you wouldn't think this lady got cancer. Because in my mind, I ain't really been around nobody knowingly that they have cancer. I ain't never really seen nobody really happy with that. You know what I'm saying? So the way she carrying herself is like there's nothing wrong with her. When in my mind I'm thinking, but we ain't gonna get into all that. That's what I was going through. And you guys helped pull me through and kept me encouraged throughout the day. And I forever have those comments that y'all say. So any days that I feel like I can't move forward or I feel stuck, I will go back to those messages to give me some more positive energies. The things that you guys have said to me, I will make sure I go back to those things whenever I feel like that ever again with any situation. Y'all helped me to realize remember who I was. And so I thank y'all for that. And then I forgot my other sister who came through too. I appreciate her for coming through that morning because God sent her when I was sitting here struggling. And her name is Music Bird. She's on here too. She's a content creator. Her name is Music Bird. On here, I believe it is. And she just had a baby. And so she's, taking you on her journey of motherhood and her marriage and everything that she got going on over there. So you guys check out her page too. So yeah, I was sitting here trying to pull myself together to post my good morning inspirational videos and everything. And I would put my stuff back up, then take it back out. Put my stuff back up, take it back out, because my mind was like, girl, you ain't feeling it today. Don't get on here and give these people no dry inspiration this morning. These people and yourself need this positive energy. Don't go throwing your energy on nobody else. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well just skip it and try to come back to it this afternoon. And so I was just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then my phone rang. It was my sister. She drives buses too. And so she was up around the same time I was. And at this time, it's almost time for me to leave the house to, go to work or whatever. And so she called me and she just was like, what you doing? Or she asked me, was I at work already? And I was like, no, I'm getting ready to head out. So I was sitting here trying to record a video, and she asked me how I was doing, and I couldn't even lie. I couldn't even fake it. I was just like, I ain't doing too good. And she was just like, she said whatever encouraging words she needed to say to me, and for that moment, she did give me a relief. She did put, positivity into me or whatever, but I was so low, I needed more. And so with hers and then all that y'all gave me, baby, it built me back up. And then I was doing good until I got the good news. And then once I got the good news, that just, it went through the roof from there. So I was good. And so that's what I was going through, y'all. And I thank y'all so much. Y'all just don't know how much I love and appreciate y'all for the support that y'all give y'all girl. Y'all don't have to do it, but y'all chose to do it. And I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't keep doing this. I probably would, but, because it's not about the views. It's not about all that good stuff. But I have some genuinely loving and sweet people who has the same energy, the positivity that I have. And, we pull off of each other. So I'm very thankful. Thankful for y'all. And I love y'all. Have a great night. I hope your weekend has been good. And I hope your work week is even better. Y'all have a nice night. Love you.